G'day everyone, Jason Haines here once again, McGrath Riverina with another edition of the Haines Report, your weekly look at rural property and what's been happening around the Riverina. Just off the back of some really good rain this last week, a beautiful just under ½ inch across the board, but there were some reports of some hail in the north and some storm action around that Leeton Griffith area. So yeah, just depending on what clouds you're under as to what your results were, but some good heavy rain there and yeah, very welcome after the last few dry weeks. I know there's a lot of urea that's gone out this last week, so hopefully we do get some follow-up rain in the next few weeks as we head into that sort of field day time and we get a ripping result there. Again, the season's poised and we're ready to go. This week we're at Raleigh Park. We're just finishing off conducting the last of our inspections here. This one will settle next week. It's fantastic to see the amount of feed that is in this place, and it has been quite a good winter here. There's a lot of feed around and the new owners are going to do very well here with running stock on this for the next few months at least. That's without any further rain. So yeah, a great result here at Raleigh Park. Record price too, an absolute record price for this sort of country in this location. So yeah, a really good result here at Raleigh Park. Hillcrest, this one was put to market there probably 6 months ago. We've done a private deal on Hillcrest at the moment and exchanged contracts on that. So a good solid result at Hillcrest. Yeah, just in partnership with that Mount Olive block that we've got out on the Kamara Road. So yeah, a good result there. And also fresh off the press, we've exchanged contracts again out on a block at Hillston on the Mallee Downs Road. So some good open country there. That one there needed some develop. Prime red loam cropping country, representative of the area. That block there came in at a bit over $1,000 an acre, but there was some clearing to be done there. So the new owners will get in there and do some work and really tidy that block up with the view of bringing in a rotation next year. In other sales in that area, it looks like that Hillston area is sitting around that sort of $2,000 an acre for good arable country at the moment, and that local market still is fairly strong in that patch. Now, what are we seeing in the marketplace? Again, reinforcing that we are seeing those farmer-to-farmer transactions really kick on, and corporates are still looking out there at that top end. We've seen a big lick of country come on there at over towards Lockhart this week, and it'll be interesting to see what results happen in that one. There was an article this week that probably explains Australian super funds a little bit. It does need a little bit of explanation as to why those US funds, those North American funds, seem more comfortable investing in agriculture than what our domestic ones do. It's really interesting. Essentially in Australia, your super fund, the money you make on your super and what you put away in super is your money. So it doesn't matter whether you're in retirement for 2 years, 5 years, the bit that's left over after you've finished drawing your pension, it becomes part of your estate and therefore must go out to your benefactors. Whereas in the States, what it is really is a guarantee of your last 3 years' salary. So you usually get about 70% of your last 3 years' salary. So if you're on about 100 grand a year as a public servant in the States, your pension tends to be about 70% of that. So really, that money that goes away really contributes to 70% of your last year's salary until you pass. And when you pass, there's no benefactor after that, like the pension stops. So that money can then stay in circulation, and essentially that's exactly what it means. Those funds, as long as they can provide that return, they don't need to draw that capital back out of their investments in order to provide or put that money away into somebody else's estate. So two slightly different systems, but it does go a long way to explaining why we see so much overseas interest out of these funds in Australia that we're not seeing those active parts of Australian pension funds investing in agriculture in Australia. All right, now, inquiries this week. This rain has probably just taken the edge off a little bit, but we do have some seriously good country down at Finley at the moment. Vendors have got very clear instructions to get this one moved. So 2,000 acres of irrigation, a fantastic block, great forage block. Grow lucerne, grow forage, grow corn, even grow, as I said, lucerne. A great forage block down there with bore water access and channel access. They've got 110% allocation down there on those channels at the moment. It's a ripping block and some good scale about it if you want a forage producing farm. We've got a number of properties in that area at the moment that are they're not really advertised on the internet. and good opportunities to get in. If you're looking to secure your position, whether you're a beef farmer, a sheep farmer, a dairyman, if you're looking to secure that feed supply, rather than paying top dollar for hay, that's the next thing that's going to be coming up, is good quality hay and what grain might do going forward. So why not produce it yourself? Give me a call on these. They're going under the radar, and they're very important blocks that could just be great insurance policies on your business. Now, as always, if you'd like any more information on anything we've mentioned here today, please feel free to give me a call, 0488 594 450. We'll catch up again next week. This is Jason Haines from McGrath Real Estate, your partner in productivity and success in the Riverina. Cheers.